Hello, everybody. This is CJ Miller. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana, across the Red River from beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. And I'm here uh, doing a vlog for my segment called The Impetuous Chef. Now, this was just something that I kind of threw together. I'm going to tell you about it. It's just a quick little noodle casserole. You remember I made that pork roast, made that wonderful pork roast, and I needed to do something with the leftover pork, and I actually had not had substantial carbs in my diet since the day of the 22nd. And I remember because that's the day that my sister and Vicky and Tina and everything, we went out to her birthday on the 22nd before we got iced in. Yeah, so that was the last substantial carb day for me. And so this is going to be kind of cool. What I did was I shredded the pork, what was left of that pork, which was actually quite a bit. It filled up this entire, uh, you know, pan. And I used 2 boxes here. The reason why I used 2 boxes of this hamburger helper, this is the stroganoff blend, basically because there was so much pork that I wanted to kind of even out the ratio. Otherwise, it'd be like you wouldn't even know there was a noodle in there. So I used 2 boxes of this, heated them up on the stove, just the boxes of noodles. I reserved the packet until the noodles got ready, and I put just enough hot water in to accumulate probably about I want to say maybe about a cup and a half of the hot water. I eyeballed it. Maybe it was as much as 2 cups or something like that. I did not worry about using milk, but I heated the noodles and then stirred in the seasoning pack once they were done, and then I let it rest. And as it was resting, I came over and I shredded a lot of classic American cheese into the on top of the beef, and then I brought the noodles over and I laid the noodles over, and then I kind of gave them kind of a mix and a stir around and everything like that. But primarily, it's the noodles on top of the cheese, on top of the pork, which is shredded by this point. And then chopped in a lot of unsalted butter and topped it off with Parmesan cheese, a lot of Parmesan, and then some Italian seasoning. It's going to go into the oven for about 15 or 20 minutes, long enough to get good and melty. And I don't know if I'm going to eat it right away or not, but I'm going to pause the video, and if I do a tasting, then I'll let you know, because I will continue this video and it will be part of this. If I don't eat it right away, then what I'll do is I will come back and I will say, hey, I'm not going to eat it right away. What I'm going to do is pause the video or end this video, and then when I come back and eat it, because I really just don't have like a tremendous appetite, and just because I need to eat a few carbs, I need to eat smaller portions. And the fact that it is carbs, it's going to necessitate even smaller portions, But this will last me a few days, without cooking. And I have a couple of pieces of fish. Actually, I have like 3 pieces of fish. So I've really, I've been happy with this Ozempic that I've started, because it really has, I feel that the way that it's decreased my appetite, not that I'm not eating food, not that I don't know when it's time to eat, but I don't get that. Boy, if I don't eat food, I'm gonna eat somebody's head off. I don't get that. I don't get that. That sense of tremendous urgency, like I've got to have it right now. Whatever. So, that's kind of cool. I'm liking that, and so it's enabling me to manage food a little bit better. This is not necessarily going to be a keto friendly because of the pasta, but per serving, and they list a serving as, let's see, uh, 5 servings per container, serving size, 1/3 cup as packaged, and 1 cup prepared. So this is prepared. So 1 cup of this. That's a lot of food. I doubt that I will eat 1 cup, a full cup of a time. I probably will manage to eat like about a half a cup, especially since I'm on a regimen that requires me to eat a little bit smaller portions and more times throughout the day for more efficient burning of calories, But then one of the things that the Ozempic does is it actually has the food processed thoroughly, but a little bit slower, so that you stay full a little bit longer, and therefore you consume fewer calories and, in this case, fewer carbs. So, yeah. So this particular next the next month, between now and the 18th, until I go away on the trip that I'm going to be taking, this is going to be about my experience with, this is, my segment on the Impetuous Chef, but just overall this season of my channel is going to be about how I respond to the treatment of Ozempic, which is basically for management of diabetes type 2, which I'm typically asymptomatic, but I was curious and I asked my doctor about it. I was like, I know this is used to help manage diabetes, but the benefit is that it also provides weight loss benefit also, and I am trying to work on my body mass index, decrease the amount of fat that's in my body. And then we looked at the options, and Ozempic is the same medication as Wavego or Wagavo or whatever it's called. It's the same medication as a weight loss medication. The difference is the maximum dose that I would be taking would be, and I'll work my way up to 2 milligrams, or 2 points of whatever is the measurement is, whereas the Wegovy, that's what it is, the Wegovy, the maximum is 2.5 for weight loss. But they both work very similar, and they both work to the same way, and not everybody on Wegovy goes up to the 2.5, and not everybody on Ozempic goes to the full 2 point, so it starts out 0.25, and then you work up to, well, I'll tell you the measurement in a second. Hang on, let me look. Right, so 0.25 milligrams, and then after a few weeks, I'll go up to 0.5, and gradually, as needed, will work my way up to the 2 point, which is the maximum. But it's not everybody really gets there. I'm a pretty slender guy, and the weight that I would want to lose in body fat would be maybe 10 to 12 pounds. I'd want to continue to lose that amount of body fat while continuing to build muscle through workout and better diet, And so please don't think this is something that this is a diet break to get me through, and it's hearty, and it's going to get me through the next couple of days until the snow melts and I can get back out again. So that's I'm like, yay. This also, because of the noodles and because it's made from like a large chunk of roast, even though it's pork rather than beef or something like that, it's more in the German tradition than it is, say, not specifically, but I mean, like, it's the German people, the German heritage that would take like you know, large chunks of beef and put it in you know, pasta noodles and make like a goulash or something like that. Uh, this is not too different from that. Uh, I don't really have a name for it. I'm just going to call it a cheesy, you know, cheesy pasta pork roast bake or something. I don't know. There's no real name for it or something like that, you know. But yeah, it's this is closer to what you would get uh, in some of the cold Scandinavian countries, or big stews, or big, you know, hot bakes or something like that, or the Germans or something like that. Except instead of a bake, it actually may be in a big pot, you know, like a goulash style. But that's yeah. This is all the, you know, all the one pot hamburger helper kind of stuff. Those are the everything like that. That's more of a German style influence than anything else. We get those giant casseroles, those giant stews, those giant one pot ideas. That's more of a German kind of thing, German kind of an influence, especially with something like this. Now I know that there's Asian cuisine that you cook all in one, but you maybe would use like a large pot and like cook them in separate. You know, like you would like maybe do your rice and then push it off to the side, and then you do your meat and then push it off to the side, and then stir it together at the last. You know, and it'd be like a stir fry, and that's maybe like an Asian kind of treatment. But this is more German to me. You know, that's what it feels like. You know, and I love this is not at all anything that would qualify, but a good schnitzel, schnitzel is where we get the influence to help us make our southern fried or chicken fried steak. We call it that, but it's whatever. It's schnitzel. It's like you take, especially if you take a pork and pound it out flat, or veal or something like that, and yeah, it's really great. And we used to have Evie's House of Schnitzel around here. I don't know if it's still there or not, but I used to love it. So that is something. But you actually have to take you have to take the pork, and it's not a pork roast like this. It's a giant cut of pork, you know, loin or something that you slice and beat it out really, really thin and large, the same way you would do anything that you're going to chicken fry in bread, the same way you would do like a chicken fried chunk of chuck. If you would have to beat it out, make it tender, and then everything. But we get that influence from German, and I do a lot of looking around and studying of French cuisine, because how cool. But you know, I always you know, don't do a lot of German kind of stuff. You know, these little box kits and stuff like that, regardless of the brand or whatever, they pretty much get their influence from Germany. You know. Okay, let me, as you see my dirty pot here from the just shredded. So to do this is a good time. This will be in the oven, heating up, and I can wash these pots and these non-stick, you know, non-stick bits. And they're going to clean up really, really well. So anyway, I've talked enough. I think I'm probably not going to eat this right away. I think I'm going to heat it up, and then I'm probably going to close the video right now. I think I am. I'm going to discipline myself, and I'm going to wait until a little bit later. It's about 5:30 in the p.m. It's a little bit earlier than what I want to eat dinner. So I'm just really spinning my wheels. I needed an excuse to make a video. Hey, let's go look outside. Now, I'm not going to step out here, but oh my God, I left the, well, you know what? I was kind of tired of that mat anyway. I think I'm just going to throw it away. Yeah, it's whatever. It used to be my welcome mat when I was doing some cleaning. I brought it out there, and I guess I got distracted, didn't bring it back in. We'll see. And the cushion in that chair is kind of all weather, so once it dries out and everything, it'll be good to sit out there again, and that's fine. This frost kind of melted down, but I see it's starting to freeze back up. And that's what it's going to be throughout the night. We had a little bit of melting slushiness today, but it's freezing back up. I don't think we're going to get too much precipitation or anything like that. So, but this will freeze back up in the night, and then tomorrow we should start getting some. We should start getting some sort of relief, some sort of warming weather. Oh God, I hope so. Because I do like to get out and do things, you know, especially in the evenings. And it's like, oh my God, I need to do health walks, and I can't do that right now. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say so long for this video. Hope you guys are staying warm, love and light, peace, and ciao bella.